Shefsky here. Welcome to Fantasy House. Do you like Adventure Time? You like MTV Cribs? Oh, then you're going to love this podcast. You're going to love Fantasy House. Every week, my special guest walks us through their amazing fantasy house and pretty much blows my mind. It is a ton of fun. It feels like you're actually inside their fantasy house if you close your eyes while you're listening, as long as you're not operating heavy machinery. That's what I recommend. This week, my guest is the hilarious viral video content creator and, as they call him on Fox News, an influencer, Clayton Thomas. Clayton is super cool. He's a ray of positivity. And I got to tell you, his house is bad ass. Do you like super high-tech Batman themed bathroom? That was a tongue twister. Do you like super high-tech Batman themed bathrooms? How about a booth where you can get covered in Nickelodeon slime, or a room that's the replica of the game show Double Dare? Well, then this episode is for you. Now, in the words of the great Angelo Bowers, let us do this. That's what Angelo used to say.
Won't you take a look at the tour of your fantasy house? Your host with the most experience in your fantasy house. You don't need money for expensive construction. The only limit is your imagination.
My geographical location for this house is Detroit.
Okay.
That's where I'm from. Mm-hmm. If you've never been, we have all four seasons. We got summer, we got spring, we got fall, we got winter, right?
Yep.
Winter time, the only other city that's probably colder than us is Chicago.
Oh, wow.
So
you're
you know,
cold
literally,
city.
It's a very cold city in the wintertime. But it's so dope because if you took winter away from Detroit, it's the best city ever. I mean, LA is great because it's cold during the night, warm during the day, every day. But Detroit is just, I'm used to it. Yeah. So this is where my house is. I'm sorry, going over because I want to make sure that I hit every point because this is where we are. We're in Detroit, Michigan.
What's this setting look like? Imagine that like I'm in like I'm coming up. I'm like 500 feet from your fantasy house. Like,
well, the best thing is you came at the beginning of the fall, so all the leaves are now reddish, haven't turned brown yet.
Beautiful.
You've come. It's super dope, bro. It's one of those things where it's a gate outside of the property.
Okay.
You have to hit the little buzzer on the side so I can see your face, and you can see probably an avatar of a butler, but it'll just be me because I don't want to be that guy. But you will see an avatar of a butler, so nobody can just see my face as you come in.
Yeah.
And as soon as you press the button, I will then say, "Oh shit, it's Shefsky," and then I will hit the bell, and then the gate will open. And as soon as the gate opens, what you see is a lot of land. Like you see a lot of grass. You're driving past the gate and you see a small house. Mm-hmm. Now, this small house looks to be like a wooden cabin. However, it's a brick cabin. And as you enter the cabin, you realize that this all was just for show because my real house is underground.
The whole thing's underground?
The entire house is underground. This is just so when people think that they can break in, that they can take whatever they see on this level, but they can't get downstairs. All right?
Okay.
As soon as you get in, everything past the door, if you open in the cabin and you're like, oh, this is a cute little cabin. As soon as you get past the door, because there's two doors, the first door you get in, then you see the little regular wood and stuff like, oh, nice cabin. And then you see a back door. When you see this back door, you open it and everything is large. I'm talking about extremely high ceilings. You see a metal wall. You see the floors are marble. You're like, wow, this is so dope. I have windows, but you know, it's like high up. I'm not about to just have somebody be able to.
Wait, so the cabin's above ground?
Yes.
And I open the back door, which is still above ground?
Yes. And as soon as it's because you got to understand. So this exterior, small house, big gate, yard and everything. So it looks like everything else around the house is abandoned yard.
Yeah.
Right? You get into the house. As soon as you get into the house, you're like, oh, this is a cool, beautiful little space. And then you go forward and you see this door. Once you see that door, which is the back door, you go through the back door and that's where you see the ambiance. But you still haven't gotten into the house because the house is underground.
So you're still above ground?
You're still above ground.
Okay.
So once you're into the metal part with the marble floor,
yeah,
you will then see me. And I've always wanted to have the Michael Keaton clock from Batman 1.
Yes.
where you can come in, you hit some kind of dial on the piano,
Yep.
the clock opens up, and now you can come
That's
downstairs.
the door. No
right?
fat people allowed. This it's a tiny.
That's a great point. However, I would make it size enough to where I can have all my friends and family. That's some large family
That's a
members.
very, very big grandfather clock. It's a very big grandfather.
You open up the grandfather clock. You come straight downstairs. Now, this is one of two entrances. The entrance that I either use A, the elevator, because everybody can't do stairs.
Mm-hmm.
B, I use the sliding pole that you can jump down like a fireman's pole coming down. Or C, the clock. So you come down, and it's literally set up like the Batcave, man. So you see just so much space. It's not outside with caves and bats and none of that shit, because that's crazy as fuck. But you will come down and you're like, man, this is so dope. As you come down, you see posters of the TV shows that I've done. You'll see super dope pictures of my friends and family as you're coming down. Then you'll get a chance to see the living open space. The living open space is like the living room where you see the huge big screen TV, which for me is a projector. I didn't want to have just like a big 80-inch TV. I was like, I could do like a whole wall size television.
Why stop at 80 inches when you can have a movie theater? It's
You
your
got a
fantasy
movie
house.
theater, bro. I could play my video games on this whole thing. So you see now one of those sectional couches, which is like super long for no reason, because I'm never going to have 30 people here at the same time. But it's a large couch. This is usually where I chill. I play my game. You have a beautiful table right here. But the table is a space because you see there's a cut of a circle in the floor. And you're like, hey, I'm trying to set a drink down. I press a button on the couch, and then the table raises to whichever height that you need it to raise to, and then you set your cup down. That was an extended answer for your question, but go ahead.
I just want to let you go. I'm like, you're just walking me through it.
Man, I love
you're
it,
great
dude.
at this. Okay, so aesthetically, what's the flooring like? What are the walls like? Is there a theme or a color theme or a design era that you're going with?
The color theme for me has always been, and I'm not going too much into the Bruce Wayne thing, but I've always enjoyed black and yellow together. So my color scheme is always black and yellow. Even when you see my clothes as a comedian, when I've designed the CT clothes, I'll have the black and yellow accent. But so I have carpet. The carpet is black, however, it has the yellow outline around the edges. So it looks like a really big rug, but it's a carpet, just so you can see the edges of it. So you're like, oh, it looks like I can't see if there's bugs down there. But so I have my black carpet. I have black and yellow couches. I have the table, which is the circle. Over here, we got the bar area and a pool table. It's kind of like a billiard situation. Pool table, throwing darts, bowling alley, but it's only like 3 lanes because it's like, again, how many times are we going to have more than that many people over my house?
No one needs a 10-lane bowling alley. In
You
their
do
house.
not need a 10 lane. And if you have a 10-lane bowling alley at your house, what are you doing? Like, are you really trying to get into the business of bowling, or are you really just enjoying your house? Even Eddie Murphy only has 3 lanes in his bowling alley.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing? You think you're better than Eddie Murphy?
That's kind of like the Eddie Murphy rule. Like, don't surpass Eddie's bowling alley. Right?
So now when you look around, you will see that I have a butler. Now, this butler could be called a maid because it's going to be a woman. A lot of people get the butler with this guy, this either French or English accent. But I have a woman with an English accent because I love hearing her speak. She's always my right hand. Anytime you need something, she can get it, or she can get one of the other staff members to help. I just have a butler. I have a cleaning lady, not a maid, because the maid will require me paying too much extra money. And I feel like I don't need that many people in my house on a regular basis. My wife is not home. However, she would be here if you were here, but she will be home later because she is probably doing something dope like shooting a movie or producing a project. Me, myself, I am home doing absolutely nothing. Just got done watching Maury, playing video games, and now I get a chance to entertain my friendships.
You're in an underground, amazing house. You're watching Maury.
I love Maury. Maury is my favorite show of all time. I can watch Maury for 10 hours straight and no bullshit.
I'm in the Batcave, honey, watching talk shows.
It's because it's Maury. Maury is one of those guys that the energy of the crowd, like, okay, this is what I mean. When you look at Jerry Springer, you look at Hot Bench, Judge Mathis, Judge Judy, these are all great shows within their own right. But Maury is so much trash that you just enjoy that your life isn't their life. It's like it's trash, but you can't stop watching.
It does make you feel #blessed.
Man, I saw this episode where this girl, first of all, this is how I know a lot of these people are going through it. The shirts that the men wear, like they wear these button-up shirts, and I'm like, I feel like the show supplies these bullshit button-up shirts. Like these are shirts that look like they came from Marshall.
Yeah, they're sponsored by Van Heusen or something like that. Like, they're easy to rip.
Easy to rip.
We've got every color and size.
Yes. Depending on your shit, and they're always looking sloppy, like they don't tuck it in. They have to. It's just
too big. It's like what do you call it? Overflow from the big and tall.
And I feel like the dressing rooms on Maury are way too long. Like to get backstage to the dressing room, it takes too much time. The cameraman shouldn't be going on to where he runs out of rope for his camera. But I love Maury. What is your next question about my dream house, sir?
My next question about your dream. Well, let's go into. I need to use the restroom. Where is it?
Okay. Now, if you would like to go to the restroom, I have pods in the walls. Now, what you would have to do is you would go to either wall. You would press the icon that shows your gender. Would that be man, woman, or other? You have the opportunity. Now, the
Very kind
other
of you. Very thoughtful.
is definitely just the toilet by itself, depending on what you want to do. But the male side is the urinal standing. Woman's side is also a toilet, but it's a toilet with a bidet. And then when you go into the man side, the thing about the man side is when you go in, it plays nothing but 80s rock. 80s rock from movie soundtracks. So I'm talking about Top Gun. I'm talking about Action Jackson, Rocky,
Yes.
all of this. You hear the theme songs of your 80s classics. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, one of my favorite. And then you do your business. Now, the best part is I haven't been able to lock this scent because we have this scent in my house now. My wife takes care of all the scents. But the scent of the soap smells so like, it's almost like clean linen, but it's not. But it smells so, it's obviously a girly soap, but it smells so good as a man you want it.
So this is in the men's room.
This is in the men's room.
Okay.
Because, why not? I want the smell to be for everybody.
What's the look in there? What's the theme? So it smells good. It doesn't smell overly feminine, but it smells like you love the smell. You got aromatherapy. You got great tunes from the 80s.
Absolutely. But here's the thing.
Can I have a bidet in the men's room though, or do I need to go to the women's room afterwards? Because honestly, you told me if there's a bidet in the house, I want access. I want a booty shower after every time.
Oh my God. Here's the thing. You can't have the bidet in the men's room because there's no space. It's a very Good Burger themed bathroom.
Okay.
So when you look at the urinal, it's shaped like a large orange soda.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love it.
So it's like standing, you're looking at a large orange soda. You're like, man, this is great. And when you hit the green at the top, the green top, it's like it flushes, but then it closes and you get to see a full bottle of orange soda.
I love it.
As you leave and you wash your hands with this amazing soap, you get a chance to take something with you. You get a chance to take either a figurine of whatever your favorite DC comic book hero is, because I am a DC guy. Although I love Marvel, DC is obviously the best. The towels that
He's chosen a side, folks.
Oh yeah, I'm DC all day. No matter how horrible some of the movies are, I'm always DC because the animated films make up for whatever the live action does not. Okay. As you leave out, you will press the button and then the pod will open up and then you will be right back into the living space. The best thing about the pods is as soon as you open and you go inside the pod, it's its own room. And it's like, man, this is literally private. I can't hear you using the bathroom.
That is
You can't hear
awesome.
me hearing you use the bathroom because it makes everybody feel uncomfortable.
Soundproof.
Oh, yeah. Soundproof bathroom.
Okay, so if you're now, let's imagine that I'm a woman and I'm going to the bathroom.
Okay, now if you are a woman and you're going to the bathroom, now the beautiful thing about this is there aren't 80s rock hits. However, we do have 90s R&B. Now, 90s R&B is every woman's favorite, especially if she's over the age of 25. She loves 90s R&B. Now, when you go in, it's actually set up like Designing Women. We have white couches. We have a white couch, the sitcom Designing Women, for those of you guys who are listening. So we have a white couch set up. If you want to just sit and talk, you got a phone charger. We have an outlet inside of there. And then when you look at the sinks, I have roses going over the sink. Make sure you have a vanity mirror. I make sure you have amazing lighting because a lot of girls like to take the bathroom pictures. And then if you would like to take something with you, you can either take a rose or you could take some candy.
What kind of
Right?
candy?
The kind of candy that I think that every woman would enjoy would probably be Almond Joy or maybe a Mounds, something light. Like I've never seen a woman just like snap into a Slim Jim or a Snickers. So it's like I just want them to have
Well,
like
listening to "I'll make love to you" as she's washing her hands.
like you. Oh, I should actually have chocolate covered strawberries.
That is Get rid of the Almond Joy.
Refrigerated strawberries with chocolate.
Strawberries. Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, I don't know what this means about me. I'm coming to your house, and after the first time using the men's room, and because I'm going to experiment and use all your different restrooms. Clayton, can I use the restroom? And you're not looking at me, you're looking at the TV screen. You're like, yeah, of course. By the second or third time I use your restroom, and I drink a lot of water. By the second or third time I've made my decision, I'm probably just going to use the ladies' room from here on out.
Because you like 90s R&B.
Yeah, it's like, do I want a Superman figurine or a chocolate-covered strawberry? I think I know where I'm going. And a rose.
And a rose.
Oh, yeah.
Makes you feel beautiful. Now, the funny thing is, if you come out the bathroom with the rose and a chocolate-covered strawberry, I've known you went to the woman's bathroom.
I'm going to try to hide a chocolate-covered strawberry in my shirt pocket.
The chocolate fades through. Like, hey, man, what's up? What's up with your shirt? Oh, my nipples bleed.
Yeah, my nipples bleed.
Oh, it's crazy.
It's a good problem to have. My nipples bleed chocolate.
Oh, my God.
And I'm very popular around menstruating women. That's how I feed them. Ladies, having a rough day? Suck on this titty.
Nipple chocolate?
Nipple chocolate, baby? Okay, so these bathrooms are amazing. Do you want to show me the kitchen?
Oh, the kitchen, man. So here's the beautiful thing about the kitchen. I've always wanted one of those kitchens that had the island in the middle of the kitchen. So you got your countertop that goes all the way around, meets the refrigerator, sees the stove, and then you got this island. Now, island is where you can have a part of like the cutting board where you got the pots and stuff hanging right over the top of the island.
Yep.
It's also a congregation area, like a bar setup where we have bar stools. You can kick it, sit and talk. Maybe you heat up some food.
Love that.
And you watch some TV that's right by the stove because a lot of people like to watch TV while they cook. And then I have the sink. Now I have one of those sinks that doesn't have the knobs. It literally has the sides. And what I mean by the sides is, you know how one side is hot, one side is cold.
Yeah.
Depending on which way you reach your arm is where the hot is and where the cold is, so you don't need knobs.
It just senses you?
It senses you. So if you're on this side, it senses that you want cold water.
Oh,
Bam.
that's so cool.
On this side, you can have hot water. So that's one of the dopest things that I always wanted.
No handles. You ever have to watch. You're
faucet.
touching raw meat. You don't have to worry about touching the handle. You just put your hand under.
Put your hand under. And if you do the middle, obviously you get a combination of both.
Oh, it's so cool.
Man, I've always wanted that with the two side sinks too, which makes it easier. So you got the one side sink. A lot of people use one side of the sink to let's put the soap on the dishes, and then the other side is where we rinse, and then we put them over here. So I like that kind of setup. So it's two sides of the sink, and then you have you have the hand sensors for the hot water, the cold water. You get the long stainless steel faucet. The counter is marble, just like the floors.
What color marble? Oh, floors and counters marble?
Absolutely.
What color?
Brown.
Oh, brown marble?
Brown marble, dude. Where it looks like it kind of looks like amber.
Oh, yeah.
Like that kind of amber feel where
Very
you're just
warm.
looking into the counter.
I love that. Okay, what color are the walls and the cabinetry and whatnot?
So here's the thing. So for the kitchen walls, we have in where we stay now, we have orange walls in the living room, and I kind of like that feel and vibe. But in the kitchen, I would love to have like a warm ass taupe. A warm taupe or a nice almond brown. A nice almond brown in the kitchen I can deal with to go along with the marble countertop and the floors. Stainless steel refrigerator. Now the refrigerator is the best part, is instead of pushing your cup in and you get ice and water in there, like you actually push a button and then it opens and you say what you want to drink. You can say you want water, you want soda. It's similar to one of those Coca-Cola, you choose the flavor.
Oh, yeah.
But you have to tell it what you want and they can just give it to you.
You don't have to touch anything. You
Don't
just
have to
go
touch anything.
Refrigerator. Arnold Palmer.
On Palmer, bam.
Throw some whiskey in there.
You got a little bit of whiskey. How much whiskey? Just give me 3/4.
Yeah.
That is too much whiskey. They're like, just don't judge me.
Don't tell me what to do, fridge. It's been a long day.
I would love that, dude, where
That's
you just press a button, put the cup in, and tell the refrigerator what you want.
What's inside this fridge besides your drinks?
Besides
what
my
do you have
drinks,
in
when
there?
you open the refrigerator, you have the dessert section because I hate looking around in the same spot in the freezer for everything. You're like, oh man, here's the hash browns. Where's the ice cream? So you got the dessert side, which is at the bottom to the right. When you go up a level, that's where you have your frozen meats. And over here, you might have your frozen vegetables and frozen fruits, just in case you want to make your smoothies. Up top, where you have the door, you have the doors to the refrigerator. This is where you have all your regular fresh stuff, all your vegetables. You might have some leftovers. You got your meats. You got your drink as far as I want a sparkling water that I don't want to have to tell the refrigerator to make me. So you got your Mountain Valleys over here. You got some orange soda. You got Faygo Pop. What we have in Detroit, we have Faygo, we have Better Made, and we have White Castle, which is things that we don't have, which are things that we don't have out here in California. So
I know
you got
White
Faygo
Castle.
in there. Yeah, White Castle. Delicious.
But I haven't really had too much White Castle at an actual location. It was just
you've had it at the freezer.
We buy the frozen White Castle. Okay, so I don't know White Castle like Detroit style. Fago, is that another burger joint or
No, Fago is soda, which in Detroit we call pop.
Okay.
So Fago pop,
Which I love that.
We got cola, red pop, moon mist. Moon mist is like Mountain Dew, but stronger and sweeter. Fago cola is better than Pepsi and Coca-Cola.
What?
I promise.
better
you.
than Pepsi?
And
I love Pepsi.
Coca-Cola. I'm a Pepsi fan myself. So we have all of these derivatives that come from based on what's another example? Because a lot of the Fago flavors are based on something but improved. So the Moon Mist is like Mountain Dew. Cola is like Coke and Pepsi. We have original flavors like Red Pop. We have Blue Moon Mist.
That sounds cool.
Honeydew. Like there are so many ridiculous flavors of Fago, but it's delicious. Better made chips. But in the refrigerator, to answer your question, we have Fago. We have Everfresh. Everfresh is like Snapple, where we also have a lot of different flavors. And then you got the ice, where I like cubed ice. You can grab the ice tray, which is the silicone ice tray, so it doesn't break or bend.
Yeah.
And then you can just go to the regular side if you don't want to have to decide on what you want.
Love it.
My refrigerator, man.
All right, keep telling me what you got stored in all of your stuff because I'm excited going through your cabinets.
Oh, okay, cool. So when we go to the cabinets, man, so
like, what would you cook if I was there and I was like, I'm feeling kind of hungry?
Yeah.
Like, would you blow me away with something? Would you cook something for me? Or?
Well, here's the thing. I'm not a big fan of the cook process. So what I would do is I would then go to the stove and I would say, what do I feel like doing? What do you want? You want breakfast? You want lunch? You want dinner?
I mean, I'm a beef tartare. I'm a steak guy. I'm a bacon wrapped jalapenos. I'm a BLT dude.
Here's the beautiful thing.
I'll take them all. I'm just.
I would love to tell my butler to get us some T-bone steaks prepared, right? The tomahawk steaks, the ones that you get at like a Mastro's or a Morton's.
Yes.
And I would have her fix those up while you and I are playing the game because I'm telling you how dope my video game system is. I got the surround sound, I got the seats, I got the video game, headphones, all of that good stuff. So then I would say, hey, prepare some of that. And then I would like for you to try my cousin's famous chocolate cake. Now, usually I only get my cousin's famous chocolate cake around Christmas and Thanksgiving. However, now that I have this mystery mansion, I can have this cake whenever I want.
Oh, wow.
So you're going to have the cake after we eat that. Got to have a couple vegetables because my wife would definitely think my heart is going to stop by eating this big ass steak. So we will have the steaks, but to warm us up, to not make us kill our appetite, but it'll also give us something to eat on while we're waiting, is the best snack in the world, and that would be sunflower seeds and better made chips. Now you have your choice. You definitely don't want to double up on both, but you can have one or the other. I recommend salted sunflower seeds without the shells.
Oh yeah,
And
I
then-
love. I eat them on salads all the time. I'll take a handful.
Oh, yeah?
Of them. I'll take a handful of them just out of nowhere. Oh yeah, salted sunflower seeds on top of a salad with some if you're throwing some cheese on there and some dressing or whatever, it's like one of the tastiest flavors.
I've never had sunflower seeds on my salad. And I had a salad earlier. I just got the
love
fucking
it.
seeds. I
I
should have tried it.
love it. Makes it heartier, and so like you getting all these. Like if you have let's say you have ranch or you have like honey mustard or a Caesar dressing, it'll stick to some of the lettuce more. So you'll take a bite of lettuce and you'll get the creamy nuttiness of the sunflower seed on there, and it's just
Who knew?
Oh, it's so good. Or it'll stick to the cheese. So if you have like slices of cheddar cheese or whatever in your salad, oh yeah, so good.
You just taught me something new. I'm going to
Please
try it.
I hope you like it. I love it.
Wow. Because usually on my salads, I'll have the toasted sesame seed oil and I'll have a little olive oil on there because that's my dress. Or I'll have Thousand Island. But it's like that. I love
yeah.
the oil on the salad.
Yeah, I think sunflower seeds with your Thousand Island with like some cheddar cheese and maybe some slices of hard-boiled egg.
Oh, I love
And you get that sunflower seed saltiness with that hard-boiled egg, like in a bite with the sweet creaminess of the Thousand Island.
Man.
That and then a chunk of cheddar cheese or some sort of cheese, creamy cheese. I mean, you're talking flavors and seeds and nuts. Then the creaminess of those things provide, the salty creaminess of that is just like unreal with cheeses and creamy dressings. Yeah.
Never had this conversation before. This is pretty dope.
This is an episode making my stomach growl. And so your butler is also a chef too. She's kicking
Oh,
ass
she's
on
all
cooking.
purpose. She's the person that she drives me. She cooks. She sometimes straightens up. She doesn't clean because that's obviously not her position. But other than that, she'll handle a lot of my affairs. She's the one who hands the paperwork out when I have parties, NDAs, everybody sign. Like she's an all-purpose person. And I helped her go through college, and that's why she's so loyal to me.
That's awesome.
Paid for college, man.
You educated her.
Educated her, brother. You got to do it. Now, my wife always thought something was going on between she and I. And you know what? She's right. But She's definitely she's part of the family.
Oh,
and you gotta respect
this is a fantasy house.
this is a fantasy.
All the guys listening, their ears just perked up, like, what happened before or after she makes the steak? Describe this butler to us.
Oh, what's beautiful about the butler is she is a brown-skinned woman.
Mm-hmm.
She has light brown eyes. Mm-hmm. She has a very curvy frame, but she's petite, so she's short. She's got a beautiful smile. Her teeth are super white.
Oh my God, Butler.
Look at, oh, that's hilarious.
Oh my God, Becky, look at that Butler.
Look at that butler.
Look at that Butler.
Look at that butler. She has a beautiful smile. She has dimples and she has high cheekbones. And if
she's listening, she can email Clayton Thomas with a resume.
For the position, it will be held for you.
Attention, Clayton Thomas, subject, fantasy house, management position.
Management position.
This is the episode that pisses your wife off more than anything?
Absolutely. She hates the butler, but she loves the house. Well, I can't have it all.
That's right. It's called compromising, baby. It's part of a relationship.
I bought this house.
Get your ass off my black and yellow couch if you want to. If you're gonna argue.
I'm talking about the suede too. So the couch is black suede with the yellow outline trim.
Oh God. Okay, well, let's go to your backyard. No, let's go to your garage.
Oh man,
You're like sci-fi. I want to see this garage. I want to know what you got in here.
So here's the thing. I typically have always just wanted a 2-car garage, one for my lady, one for myself, and then I park the truck behind or in the front of the garage.
You're
on
a
my
truck
side.
guy.
Yeah, I'm a big truck guy.
Me too.
Love trucks, man.
Did you grow up in like where you grew up in Detroit? Was it suburb area or was it country style or
both actually? Because my dad, from when I was 9 until recently, my dad lived in Charlotte and Virginia, which is like a lot of farmland.
Oh yeah,
and you see a lot of trucks out there.
Yep.
But in Detroit, where I was in the suburbs, I would see beautiful cars, but there was one thing. I used to catch the bus to high school every day, like from 10th grade on. And I used to catch the bus across the street from this truck dealership. And I would see people driving off the lot in trucks like Ram 1500s and Ford F-150s and 250s. And I said to myself, I'm like, man, when I get the chance, I'm going to get a truck. And every car that I had before I got the truck, I just knew was a transition car. I'm like, this is before I get my truck. And my first truck was a Chevy Silverado 2500.
What year?
It was a 2002.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And I loved it though. You couldn't tell me that it wasn't a 2012 at the time when I got it.
Oh yeah.
I loved that truck, man.
Yeah, it was a good looking truck.
It was good looking, and it was raised just like my truck now was raised. Like I love a big truck, and I feel like I'm
no curb's gonna get in the way of this.
No
truck.
curb. I'm gonna hit every curb and pass it.
That's right.
But it's like I feel like I'm succeeding for my teenage self every time I drive.
I love it.
Yeah, man.
Love it.
So I always wanted a 2-car garage, but because I have my lady and I want to be fair, I have a small hangar, and by small hangar, it's able to fit 6 cars. Okay.
Yes.
Now the 6-car hangar, I have my 2 trucks. I have one truck that is black. I have another truck that is blue. I have a Lamborghini. The Lamborghini is black. It's beautiful. And then my wife has her Benz. She has a Porsche. And then we have a space for my scooter because I still have not upgraded to a motorcycle. I got my scooter over here. And we got our other bikes and stuff in that space right there.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's great.
That's my space, man. That's my hangar, dude. And inside the hangar, it's closed, it's covered. You have to hit a garage door opener to open each one of the doors to be able to get inside. It's well kept, it's cleaned, everything is dusted at least each week. I make sure that we drive each car and make sure that we can have it on the road. We can hear the engine. We don't have to worry about anything crazy like it. Oh, we haven't started it up in 3 years. Do
you have a favorite out of these vehicles? Like,
absolutely. My trucks.
Your truck.
Trucks. That is the
daily
main
driver is a truck.
Daily. Oh yeah.
You're just like I'm gonna run the store real quick. It's your truck.
The only time you'll see me drive the Lamborghini is if I have like a premiere or something and I'm riding with my lady. I'm like, let's go in the premiere with my Lamborghini and have somebody park it. But the interesting thing about my trucks are one truck is just regular, beautiful. It's the midnight blue. Right. Oh, yeah. So where if you get up on it, you're thinking it's black and you see it, you're like, oh, this shit is blue. But my black truck actually has Lamborghini doors on it.
Let's go to the backyard. Check it out.
Now the backyard, here's the thing. I have a small backyard because the outer part of it is like a housing area. It's like a guest house that we entertain and allow people to stay when they come in from out of town.
Okay.
And when you go inside, you see a small kitchenette. I can't say small. It's the size of a regular house, but it's just like smaller than it's smaller
I like how
than
you
my
retracted that right
underground
away.
house. Oh yeah.
It's a tiny little 4,000 square foot house.
It's a beautiful home to anybody who would be proud to live in it. But for the person who has the underground house, it's just a small house.
Yeah.
So this is for like the guests. You know, I've been considering moving my mom in because she's older. So I'm like, you know what? I'll have her in the guest house and I'm just underground with mine. But it's beautiful. It's real simple, man. We have oatmeal carpet inside. We have it's about a 3-bedroom house. Everything's all one level. We don't have a basement. You don't have the upstairs.
Perfect for the grandparents.
Perfect for the
right?
grandparents.
The older
man.
people, no stairs
Yeah,
for you.
no stairs for them. You got the kitchen, which is a basic kitchen. It still has an island in there, and it's modern, but it's not as brand new and super dope as my kitchen. So it's like super regular theme. We have a green refrigerator. The color scheme is like green tile, but not the bathroom tile. It's like the tile that looks like how do you describe it? You remember like when you look at Wonder Years, like that style of old timey. It's like old timey tile,
It's
like
a
that.
throwback to the 60s.
Yeah, man. It's like it's just super simple, but it looks modern, but it's brand new old shit.
I like that. Modernized, but
Yeah.
that's I love that.
I've always liked that style, just like updated, but it's still that old type thing.
Keep the best, throw away the rest. But
Oh.
like, don't
I love
don't
that.
forget like the old classic stuff that they did
Yeah.
right. Oh, it's great.
Yeah,
Okay.
man. We have now this is the dopest thing about having my mom in there. I have the floor model big screen TV for the living room because, you know, she ain't about to have that much company over the house. And then in her room, she has like the regular big screen planted on the wall. She's got the super raised sleigh bed. She's got everything she needs within the sleigh bed. She's got a cup holder. She's got her remote control holder. She can have her phone charger hooked up into the bed. She's got these super big pillows. The pillow that kind of like sits behind you that wraps around on your
Yeah.
side with the handles. Then you have what she feels is a window, but it's actually it's like a screening thing. You press a button and it can change to daytime. Oh, it can change to nighttime. It can also play the music to lull you to sleep so she can hear some of her old school hits, or she can play the really calming, relaxing massage music. When you look around the walls are brown. The oatmeal carpet sets in perfectly with the walls. You got your TV, you got your bed. She has 3 closets. She has the closet that is on one side of the screen that she can walk in and go maybe a 300-foot little dressing room, because that's what she wants to have, space to where she doesn't have anything on top of anything, but she can just walk in, pick what outfit she wants to wear. Although she never goes anywhere, she still wants to have all of this shit hung up in the room. You got this other closet, which is just for her coats, and then this closet, which is just for her shoes.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah,
so
man.
she's got kind of like a luxury. It's like this is like luxury for like if you're absorbing an older person in your family. The bed's at a height where it's not hard for her to get in and out of it. It's one story. She's got big screen TVs, a comfortable kitchen. Is the bathroom?
Oh man, the bathroom was perfect for her. First of all, we got the raised toilet seat, which is what every senior needs.
Old
in their whole
people
life.
need raised
They
toilet
need
seats.
to raise toilet
Take
seats.
notes, listeners.
Take them notes. She got railing. She's got in the bathroom. She's got the shower seat if she wants to sit down, but she has enough space she can stand up if she wants to stand up.
This is so thoughtful, Clayton.
Oh, yeah.
You've got like this whole thing planned out for your mom.
Absolutely.
Like, this is very sweet.
Yeah, the bathroom is actually wood grain. So we got the wood grain toilet seat. We got the wooding for right around in front of the sink. We got the hanging stainless steel faucet because I like the stainless steel faucet. She has handles because I know she ain't gonna be trying to do this whole operating shit with the sensing of the hands.
Yeah.
She's
I
got her
want to
medicine
confuse
cabinet.
old people with our uber advanced technology, calling you every minute. How do I use the sink, Clayton?
Now tell me one more time. How do I?
I'm busy. My butler and I are having a conversation.
You've been talking about.
We're talking about.
Well, where's Tangerine? I ain't got time to answer these questions.
yeah.
I'm talking to my butler.
Working up an appetite for steak. I'll call you back.
So she's got her entertainment system, man. She's got her music room in one of the rooms where she just goes to listen to her music.
Does your mom love music or what?
She loves her music, man. Growing up, that was like one of the things where whether she would want to relax or if she was ever stressed out, she would go in her music room and she would play her records or she would play her CDs or her tapes. She has all of that shit still, which is
kind
a
of
real
music?
vibe room. She likes R&B. So she'll listen to the old school Aretha Franklin or Patti LaBelle, or she'll listen to Luther and, Whitney, all these people. Michael Jackson is her favorite.
Oh, yeah.
My sister loves Prince, but Michael Jackson's my mom's favorite. Then when you get into her garage, she has a regular Jaguar and she has a Corvette. She's always wanted both cars, so I figured I'd get her both. Didn't matter the year, because damn it, it's a free car for both of you.
Dude. That's how you tell her?
Yeah.
Don't get picky, Mom. I just gave you a car. Now get in your Corvette and listen to Lady Marmalade while you drive down the freaking road. Stop complaining.
Stop complaining
I
now.
hooked you up.
Hooked you up. Need to hear thank you, goddamn.
No, that's a super thoughtful house for your mom.
Oh, man, she's the best, man. Like my mom, I've actually contemplated. I'm like, man, I feel like once I get my money, I have to buy a condo for me and I have to buy my mom a home. I feel like my mom would have a home before I do, as far as me buying it. Because I'm like, every kid wants to buy their parents a house. And I'm like, I want her to have the house. I got my condo because I don't like doing yard work. Not to say that I wouldn't hire somebody to clean my house or stuff, but the thought of having to, let me hire somebody to cut the grass, it's easier for me to just say, oh, yeah, the grass is going to be cut. I don't have to worry about snow getting shoveled, none of that shit. But yeah, so she has all of that. In her refrigerator is just simple ingredients because she don't like to have too much stuff in the refrigerator because she don't feel like she's going to overeat. But what she does do is she makes me some of my favorite cakes every so often whenever I'm not on a diet, which Sanj tries to make all the time.
What's your favorite cake that your mom's going to make for you?
Oh, my favorite cake that my mom makes is red velvet with cream cheese icing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's so good, man.
Oh, it sounds so good.
With a big cup of milk, like I have almond milk with it. Crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Almond milk. Here's the thing. The first couple slices, you have almond milk with the cake. And then you start to switch to water because you need to have some movements.
I love that this sentence started off, the first couple slices.
Yeah, the first couple slices. Because I'm eating that cake in 3 days.
I'm binging at your mom's guest house.
Oh, yeah. That's all I'm eating. If my mom made a cake, fam, I'm eating that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I don't want nothing else but this cake.
All right, well, let's go. Now that we've had some cake, let's go back into your house and show me, take me to your master bedroom.
Solid. Oh, man, when you get to the master bedroom, this is crazy. So my bed is a super dope king size bed that's raised, right? Mm-hmm. So I have one of those beds where you got to literally climb up to get into the bed, and it has the poles with the sheet over it. I don't know what you call it. It's almost gazebo-ish.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those. We got the big screen TV planted on the wall that's directly in front of the bed, so we don't have to look too far past. We're sitting up. We got so many pillows because Tange loves pillows. Then we have...
What lady doesn't like a ton of pillows?
A ton of pillows, dude. And I never have to make the bed, which is dope because the butler takes care of that.
Yeah.
Never have to make that bed. Tange tries to make us make the bed together, and I say, listen, this is what she's here for. Mm-hmm. So... Then
don't try to steal the butler's job. I got a little mini economy going here.
Mini economy. She knows what she's doing. So Tange has about 3 closets as well. She has her shoes. She got the walk-in for her clothes. And then she has her coats. And then my closet, I have my jackets over here with the jeans. And then I have tucked under, I have drawers underneath each one of the closets. Mm-hmm. So where I have coats here, I have my scarves, I might have gloves, I might have my hats over here, and I got my jeans, I got my sweatpants, and I got my my cargo pants all in drawers.
A true nerd. Cargo pants.
Love my cargo pants,
this
bro.
Man.
Love the cargos.
He won't go off-roading with me, but he wants to dress like Steve Irwin.
You goddamn right. Then I have my watches in another drawer. I love having all of my favorite timepieces on the top, and then the timepieces that got me to my favorite timepieces.
What is your favorite timepiece? If you had one timepiece that you're going to show me while we're going through your closet.
If I have to show you one, it would have to be, it's a gold watch. Mm-hmm. Super big face. It has the black rubber band because I don't like metal bands because they always pinch the hair on your arm. Mm-hmm. And then it has diamond encrusted CT inside of the face, right? And then you can see my logo to the bottom right that says #TeamCT, which is my favorite piece, man. But it's still above the piece of my first custom watch, which has my face as the logo in a leather band that I have now, which is like, the upgraded amount to that.
I want a watch with your face on it.
Oh, bro, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Do you actually already have this, or is this?
I actually have this. I'll take a picture of it when I get home and show you.
We'll put it on the Instagram.
Yeah,
we have to put it on social media. That's
it's
so
my
cool.
favorite watch, bro, because it's so. All my watches are really big, so like the timepieces make conversations happen. Like every time I wear it, somebody comes up and like, "Yo, I've never seen." I'm like, yeah, that's the idea, man. And then when you go further into my closet, that's where you have my bathroom. She has her bathroom on her side at the end of her closet. End of her closet is her own she room. Okay, she's got all of her hair products. She's got her makeup all pleasantly stowed. She has 2 sinks that she can clutter up with all of her shit, and I don't have to worry about sharing. She has her perfectly matched towels and all of that shit. And when you get into my bathroom, there's a theme. Much like the theme I have in my bathroom right now is Batman. Okay.
Yeah, so Batman bathroom.
It's Batman bathroom, dude. So when you get in, there's a black carpet. You got the black. You got the black curtain with the bat symbol on it. You got the Batman Ingram. You have the Batman engraved shower hooks that go over top of the curtain. Even though it's a sliding bathroom door, you still got to have the curtains for the ambiance.
Yes.
Yeah. And then when you look at my soap, man, my soap is black soap that has the letter C and the letter T in yellow in the soap right there.
Yes.
And it's clean linen scent because I love that smell. Or lemongrass, but I love clean linen scent. My toilet is large and it's one of those black porcelain. I got the black wood grain seat, and the logo is not Batman, but it's CT, but it's still in yellow to go with the black and yellow themed bathroom. I have black towels against a yellow rack, so I don't have to worry about trying to mix the yellow towels with the black towels. And then my sink is so dope because it's one of those sinks that has the motion sensor, but it also has like the trough. So as you're washing your hands or you're washing your face, everything, you can see the water go down the drain. So it's a clear sink.
Oh, yeah.
You can see the water go down the drain. So you'll literally do like this and you'll just be looking down. You're like, man, I can see it go down. This is crazy.
That's cool.
Right? Then I have my full-length mirror, which is right here. You could actually extend it to the side if you want to look more over here, or you can close it. It's almost like an accordion type of mirror, which is always something I wanted to do, to be able to grab a side of the mirror and make it longer.
Yeah.
And close it back. Yeah, man. Then I have my window. So the window is where it looks directly over into the guest house. I can actually see the backyard and the front yard from this particular window. And I have the CT symbol, which is actually by the guest house, that as the day gets longer, by the time
are we underground though?
Yes, we are. But you have to understand that my mother's guest house is on the other side of my house.
Okay.
Yes, but this is all, I still have my situation where I can see above ground, but this is where I can see my mom's house, make sure she's safe.
Okay.
Yeah. So now I have a symbol that is I have the light that goes around the courtyard that I like to watch from the basement, where I can actually see it turn to the house, like shine the CT symbol.
Yeah.
But to the average person, if you're looking at my house, you'll see the light hit the cabin. But for me, I can see the light hit my house. Like it'll hit the space of the ground, but they only see it hit the cabin. So this is like super private and super safe, which is the best because nobody knows I have an underground house.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. But the dopest thing, to answer your question earlier, the cabin is positioned to a point where the guest house is the same height as the cabin. So you can't see the guest house from the front of the house.
Okay.
So nobody's going to be like, oh, yeah, let me go to the back of the house. Let me rob that. It's like we have very large gates that nobody's just about to be able to climb over and get to my mother's guest house.
That's a trip.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so we've done your master bedroom. We've done. Do you have? Take us to like one of your like mind. You have to have like a mind blowing room that's just like super unique. That I'm gonna be like, what the hell's? What is going on?
Oh, my memorabilia room, man. My memorabilia room is where I watch all of my nerd stuff. And my nerd stuff is not just my superhero stuff. My nerd stuff is every episode of Saved by the Bell. I have on a specific television you can have queued up. You can watch Saved by the Bell. You can watch Murder, She Wrote. You can play with all the action figures from the 90s. Power Rangers, Ninja Turtles. You can play with Masked Rider, Superhuman Samurai. Like, this is dedicated to my childhood. Shonen Warriors, dude. Ronin Warriors. I have posters of each of the cartoons that I watched, and the cartoon form of Tales from the Crypt, Highlander, the animated series. I have Doug on the walls. I have Rugrats, and then it's just like it's the party spot, man. So everything in there makes you feel like it's 90s Nickelodeon. I actually have
I love it.
I have a spot where, like, if you lose in a game, I have you stand in like the shower area and you get hit with slime. And as soon as you get hit with slime,
you can't do that on television.
You can't do that on television. You get hit by the slime and you get cleaned within that area because I don't want none of this slime in my fucking room.
Their slime was so unique when I was a kid, and I based all other slime off of that. Like, that's not slime. That's slime. Because when they dropped the slime, you know how their slime was like chunky and like it was opaque. You couldn't see through it.
You could not.
So when other people use I'd be like, that's gel. That's not slime. You want to see slime? You go watch. You can't do that on television.
You can't do it on television.
These other people are using gel and they're calling it slime.
I love how as a kid you were so old about
just
the slime.
One of my weird obsessive compulsive things as a kid, like looking at
that's not slime.
These people trying to throw, trying to don't tell me what that's slime. I know what slime is. Yeah, that was the standard for slime was you can't do that. On television.
Best part about the room is I have a secret room.
Oh yeah.
The secret room is within this room, but it is a game room. And by game room, I'm talking about obstacle course. This is the obstacle course from the Legend of the Hidden Temple. So anytime I have 4 people come into my memorabilia room, we have to play Legends of the Hidden Temple. We'll either play Legends of the Hidden Temple, or I can have it set up to where I have to have a couple days in advance, where we will set it up to play Double Dare or What Would You Do, but it's an obstacle course. I'm telling you, 90s Nickelodeon changed my life. But the first thing is Legends of the Hidden Temple, and I actually have a couple of people that could dress up like the Warriors to snatch you out just in case you run out of time and you lose the game. Yeah, man.
I love it. What's the theme inside the not the secret room, but the regular room being Nickelodeon, 90s Nickelodeon. So the walls are what color? Like the lighting's like what?
Oh, the lighting. And here's the thing, man. So this is the memorabilia room.
A lot of neons and bright oranges and greens and pastels. Or
absolutely, like this looks to paint it perfectly, it looks like the set of Double Dare.
Oh yeah,
the room does. But I have the sections to where we have the games. We got the ball pit that's cleaned on a regular basis because the ball pit is disgusting.
Yep, you got to clean that stuff.
You got to clean that stuff.
You got to clean that ball pit.
We didn't know about that in the early 90s. So then you got the ball pit area.
Rule of thumb: if there's balls, clean it.
Facts. These are facts.
Right? Rules to live by.
Blue, orange. We have a couple of the games that are just, whatever the color of the game might be, depending on the genre game. Like if we pull out the Game of Life, it's not going to be blue and orange, but it's going to be the color of the Game of Life. But then you have an arcade game. We got the arcade setup of Resident Evil where you got the guns. We got the pool table. Now the pool table is different than the pool table that's upstairs because the pool table downstairs is more kid themed. So you got the bumper rails in there, man, and you got the balls that actually have a picture of each different show that is in the memorabilia room. So you got the Rugrat character, you got Chucky, you got Tommy, you got a Keenan, you got a Kale, you got the cast of Salucha shorts, like a picture on the wall. Like it's just super dope down there. This is my 90s
Donkey
Nickelodeon.
Lips headshot.
Donkey Lip. Yo, what happened to Donkey Lips, bro?
I don't know. That's a whole nother podcast.
That is a whole other podcast. That's a good point. But the theme
You're listening to What Happened to Donkey Lips, episode 473.
It would be so dope. On 474, Donkey Lips comes on to be a guest.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, guys, we got to end the show because we found out what happened to Donkey Lips.
Here's Donkey Lips, folks. Thank you. It's good to be here.
Oh, that's such a great fucking impression that I did not expect.
He was so great.
Man.
So great. All right. Are there any other rooms that you need to show me? Is there anything I got to see before I leave?
You know what? The steak is still not done yet.
Yeah. Let's go grab that steak.
Cannot believe that it took this long. Any other rooms? We got the kitchen. We got the regular living space. We got the bedroom. We have a guest room that's pretty simple. No thrills in there. It's just a regular king size bed.
Okay.
It's cream. Cream is a very, hey, this is a delicate spot, but you cannot live here type room to make you feel like, hurry the fuck up and get out of my house.
Get out.
It's a regular size TV, like maybe a 30-inch. So you're like, hey, this is not for you to live in. It's just for you to stay a couple days. So I got about 2 guest rooms. We got the main room. We got the memorabilia room. We got the living room. Showed you the kitchen. Showed you the bathrooms. Then I think as far as rooms, that is, then you have to have my lady's office. She has a nice little office. It's not a full room, but it's a small sectioned, larger than a cubicle-esque space for her to be able to do her extra work, whether she wants to be on a computer or she wants to do some reading. She has her own little space.
What's the theme in there? Color-wise, walls, flooring,
Color-wise,
furniture?
walls, flooring. Right now, she just has her desk. She has a desk. She has a dope-ass office chair. She has her computer, which is a desktop. She doesn't have the laptop in there.
Nice.
She has her file cabinet. She has all of her books that are like a small library inside of a bookcase that is next to her desk. She has a small mini fridge in there, a couch that's like, it's like a love seat. Nothing too crazy because I know a lot of work is not going to get done out of the office just for show. And then,
But it's good to have. If you didn't have it, you'd be like, I need one of those things.
exactly. I feel like you give it to her, she's good, but my game room takes precedent. And yeah, man. And then I told you about the garage.
Oh, yeah.
I told you, well, the hangar, I should say, guest house, backyard, front yard. Yes. Oh, last thing, my security system. Man, my security system is so dope because it's actually a 2-person security system. You can't just have somebody type in a code. I have to go in and have to literally say into the camera, "Hi, it's Clayton Thomas, and I'm safe." Just so you're able to get inside the house, because that facial recognition could be held up by my dead corpse. It could be just,
Dear Lord, this got morbid fast.
it got morbid fast, man. You got to think.
Who's
It
out
has
to get you?
Hey, man, I got an underground house. Who do you think wouldn't be out to get me?
I guess that's true, huh? The cooler your house, the more people are like, we need to
more
cut this guy's eyeball out because he's got a retina scanner.
Crazy, man.
It's true. It's
The last thing. How could I not have this, man? I have to show you my stand-up nook. So when you go beyond the kitchen inside of the main house, you'll see this small section where you'll see like a mini stage. The room seats about 50 people, and it's beautiful. It's very cellarish. Like when you go to a basement cellar with wine and everything, like it's like that, but it has a stage, it has a microphone. I got the seats set up to where people are perfectly set up to listen to me do stand up. And sometimes I do together shows where I have people who might be fans blindfolded and brought to my location, and then I do a live performance for them.
I love it.
Some of the new stuff that I've been working on.
I'd love to eat some steak.
Oh yeah, you got that steak. Now here's the beautiful thing. All of my plates say food on them, like right in the center of the plate.
Hilarious.
It says food.
Your
and then
literal
the service.
cutlery and silverware and
Yeah, man.
scullery. Oh, it's so funny.
All oversized forks and spoons, and I got the knives, which are dope. A lot of steak knives, but my butter knives have a little bit more sharp ridges on them because you can't really just cut through anything with a butter knife.
It's like I want to. It's so true. I don't waste time with butter knives.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, just give me a meat cleaver and I will get my cream cheese with that.
Facts.
I'll spread it on some toast. I want to like do some stand up. Then I want to have some steak, and then I want to eat red velvet cake at your mom's house, and then go back and hang out in the Saved by the Bell room and watch some Doug.
Gotcha.
And then you know what I mean? Like I watch a little Rugrats, have more
man.
snacks. I just want to like kind of like do stand up, pig out, chill out, and I mean. Go to the bathroom in the bat. Well, I'm not going to use your Batman. That's your private bathroom.
that's my private
but
bathroom.
I'm going to use the guest bathrooms. I'm excited.
Yeah.
It feels like I'm in some very like fancy, like almost like Japanese, like Tokyo, like trippy high tech bathroom. You know,
Yeah.
with the Top Gun soundtrack playing.
Yeah.
I love that.
Highway to the danger zone. Yeah, that's exactly how it's going to go.
I love it. Okay, so what? Give me an example of your daily routine at this house.
So at this point, man, I'm home a lot because, you know, you make your home the most comfortable place for you, so you don't want to have to leave. So at this point, earlier today, I actually ordered something specific. I ordered some chicken and I ordered some waffles to come to the house.
I
And
love
when the
chicken and
delivery
waffles.
guy got there, I wanted to show up personally because I don't get a chance to leave the house that often. So I showed up and he was like, "Whoa, it's really you." And I was like, "Yeah, man, it's really me." And he asked for a picture. And I was like, "I'll tell you what, I will take a picture with you if you beat me in a game." And then I took him into the game room and then he lost the game. So we had to play Legends of the Hidden Temple. And then I won the fact to not have to tip him. So then he left. But on the typical basis, I'll probably wake up.
In your fantasy, you have a $20 billion compound, and I didn't even have to tip the delivery guy.
Typical day, I wake up, I get up, I don't even worry about making the bed. I kiss my wife, I tell her I will be in my game room, and then I'll be in the game room, I'm kicking it, then I'll scroll on the internet for a while, watch Maury, then I'll watch a little bit more TV, I'll take a nap, I'll wake up, I'll eat, and then probably smash my wife, and then I will go back to sleep, and then I will wake up, then I'm like, you know what? It's time to do some stand up. And then I won't do stand up in my home because I feel like if everybody's just coming to my house, I'm just ripping all the time. I need a real audience. So I'll probably do like pop-ups at the local comedy spots in Detroit. Or I would just like, you know what? Let me fly to LA for the week and see how things are. But the beautiful thing about LA is I have a condo. I still kept a condo in LA while I have my dope ass affordable mansion in Detroit because everything is so cost efficient in Detroit. So I'm getting more bang for my buck.
I love it.
Oh yeah. That whole house might cost $25 million in LA. In Detroit, it's going to cost me $800,000.
Including construction and everything.
Including construction.
They had to dig 200 feet underground.
Mm-hmm.
$85. It was amazing. I love Detroit. The dollar goes.
Yeah, it goes so far.
It's like going down to TJ. The money just goes so
Facts.
far. My last question: if you could have any guest from any time in history come to your house, who would it be? And
to hang out with me or just come by my house?
Oh, come by your house and yeah, to hang out with you. Like, what would you guys do? Who and what would you do
in history? Is it limited to one person?
No, you can if you have a little group or something like that.
Okay, I will choose 6 people, and this is from the different generations of me wanting to hang out with these people. Number 1, top of the list, Zach Morris. And I'm not talking about Mark Paul Gosselaar. I'm talking about Zach Morris. I would like to have Zach Morris at my house. I would like to hang out with Mario Lopez. Notice how I said Zach Morris and Mario Lopez. Slater was cool.
The character of one
and the real person of the other.
Hilarious.
I want Zach Morris and I want Mario Lopez there. I want CM Punk there. I would love to have my dad come kick it because my dad's just cool as fuck. My mom's already there, so I can't count her. My sister, my older sister, she's always the dopest. And number 6, I will choose. That is a solid question. Number 6, who would it be? What time period? It's the year 2019 right now. I would choose to hang out with, did you ever watch the show, Matthew Lawrence from Superhuman Samurai, Cyber Squad. Matthew Lawrence. I don't know what he's doing now, but Matthew Lawrence would come hang with me and the 5 of my friends.
How would you show Matthew a good time?
I would first of all say, Matthew, let me show you something, man. I have set up a room dedicated to 90s memorabilia, and I have your scarab that you turned into the Superhuman Samurai. Do me a favor. Would you put it on and let me take a picture with you? That would be the first thing. And then I would offer him steaks and whatever else he wanted to eat. And then we would all play Uno, Game of Life, and Werewolf. And mind you, out of those 6 people, you're already there because I haven't let you leave my house yet. So now we're having the best time in the world. And it gets super sad when everybody's like, all right, we got to go. And I'm like, fuck, I have to get out of my house more so I don't feel like I'm so cooped up. Because I'm a homebody, so I can easily stay in this house forever.
Oh, yeah.
On my Eddie Murphy shit.
I love it. Dude, your house is amazing.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much for coming, dude. The steak is going to have to be to go because it took longer than I thought.
No, thank you for having me. And I've handcuffed myself to your couch. So good luck trying to get me to leave.
Absolutely.
No, this place is awesome. I just really appreciate you.
You should bring your kids and your wife, and that way y'all don't have to leave.
Oh, that'd be great.
Do your podcast from the game room, or you could do it from the hangar, and just stay.
I would love to. Thank you, Clayton. You're amazing. Your house is amazing. I feel like I'm a blessed guest here. This place is just dope. Where can our listeners find you?
Oh, man. The listeners can find me at iamclaytonthomas.com. That's where you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, I'm Clayton Thomas. Follow me on Instagram or Facebook at Team Clayton Thomas. Listen to my podcast on Anchor or anywhere you listen to podcasts at Team Clayton Thomas. Just type that name in and you will find me everywhere.
You guys check out Clayton's stuff. Watch his videos. I love watching him on Instagram. It'll brighten your day. You'll be sitting there at work. You'll be like, what's going on in the world? And you'll see some sad news story. And you'll be like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to Clayton's Instagram in a minute. Your day you'll be uplifted. It'll be great. Trust me on that one, guys. Oh, thank you, dude. Thanks for doing this. Guys, please pick one person in your phone that you think would love to hear about Clayton's awesome you got to have somebody in your phone that loves Batman, that would love to have a Batman bathroom. There's no way you don't. You got to have somebody send this to your mom. Be like, Mom, look what Clayton built in his backyard for his mom. Isn't this dope?
Yeah, man.
Like, guys, just pick one person on your phone, click the share button, and send them this. Give us a 5-star review. Thank you guys so much for listening. Shefsky out. Be silly, have fun. Peace.